chat to come up. Let me see if I'm live. I just want to make sure I'm live. Hello, hello, hello. Chat to come up. Let me see if I'm live. Okay, the screen is looking a little bit funny. What is going on here with the screen? Can you guys see me, or is the screen really funny? Okay, the screen is looking a bit funny. We all come from. I'm hearing music. We know what it's like to put ourselves up. All right. Okay. Right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the chat. Sorry, guys. I'm not in my usual setup. It's a little bit messy. Bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay. To me, this is looking really, really blurry. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. I instead of turning my camera off, I turned off my entire input. So it didn't just turn off my camera; it turned off the audio as well. Let me just double check. What an absolute joke! I figured it out. All right, there we go. There we go. Guys, I'm super, super sorry. I'm letting you guys down on a different level. Come on, NJ. Come on. You could do better than that, mate. All right. Okay, so we're going to have to start again because Trader NJ's being a douche. Let's start all over again. A quick shout out to all my OGs in the chat. Akash, hello. Victor, hello. Xerxes, welcome to the chat. Mamunad, welcome to the chat. Great to see you. Great to see you, Phil. Great to see you, Sam. Thanks for the comments, guys. I would have just carried on going. To be honest, I would have not realized. Anyway, look, let's crack on with the show. So I'm gonna restart with Bitcoin. All right. I'm jet lagged like crazy. I am. You can see it from my face. I feel all bloated and whatnot. It doesn't feel good. Can you guys see the camera though? Can you guys see the camera? The camera might bug out a little bit. If it does, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I need to get better at this YouTube game. All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. In the meantime, throw up some altcoin requests, okay? Because I want to talk about Bitcoin, the Nasdaq, the SPX, and I want to do a couple of altcoins. Then I've got to shoot because, I'm in that letdown mood, okay? So look, we're going to restart with Bitcoin. And right before we do, I just want to check the camera and the chart one more time. Camera's all good. Yes, yes, yes. Make it up with some nice charting. You got it. Leave some altcoins. Start throwing your altcoins in the chat now. Start doing it from now. And also smash up the likes. I can't bully you guys for likes today because I'm going to have to go soon. So let's start with Bitcoin. Okay, cool. So look, here we are with Bitcoin. Now, I was looking on Twitter yesterday, all right? And the amount of sway in emotion was unbelievable, all right? Now, we agreed over the last streams that this area here was the consolidation that capped price. A lot of people are arguing that the uptrend started here in June, okay? And I don't agree with that, all right? Price was ranging in June, okay? This was the consolidation that kept price in a range. This over here on the 10th of July, going into sort of mid-July, this was the down move that caused a breakout of the range. And the breakout of the range didn't really even happen until the 19th of July, okay? Now, once we deviated the range, we got back below. And this is where everybody sort of got scared. And even I got a bit worried. Right here on the sort of 26th of July, I thought to myself, well, look, is this it? Is this the worst case scenario unfolding? A couple of streams ago, I said the worst case scenario for Bitcoin would be a deviation of this consolidation here back into the range and then uber sell off. Okay, I didn't want that. I really, really didn't want that. So once we deviated below the sort of range high, I started crapping my pants. I was like, oh my God, this is it. It's over. We're going to see new lows. All of these lows here become fresh liquidity points. Okay. We got back above the range. We even closed above, right below that resistance right here. And yes, I know it's resistance. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. All right. Now, we agreed that any sort of close in this area here, a pullback would be a buying opportunity, wouldn't it? The invalidation is clear. We had invalidation and we said that we can't long up here because it's too far away. We can't even up here where this blue line is here, we can't really go long because even if we put our stop loss below this blue box, it's kind of not really good R&R. So we agreed that any sort of pullback would be a buying opportunity. Now, look, of course, we could be wrong, okay? There's no reason why you can't be wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. I stress that all the time. But I'm a buyer here. I bought Bitcoin here. Now, look, if Bitcoin decides it wants to do this, right? If Bitcoin decides it wants to do that, then fine. I was wrong. I'll get stopped out here where this green line is here. I'm wrong. It's all good. I've got no issues. If Bitcoin decides it wants to break my stop, get back above, hold here, then, oh God, this drawing is messy. But anyway, if Bitcoin decides it wants to do that, I'll go long again. I'm managing my risk. Okay, this is the area where I wanted to buy anyway. All right, this is the area where I wanted to buy. We agreed that if Bitcoin pulled back, that's the area we would buy. So yesterday, seeing all these emotions on Twitter and Telegram and all sorts yesterday, I couldn't even be bothered to tweet. I couldn't even be bothered to tweet. So what I did was I put an update in the Telegram channel. So look, if you're not following the Telegram channel, you can actually find the link in the description below. It's the first link in the description below. Definitely consider joining that, because there are times when Twitter just becomes so toxic, it becomes so unbearable, and it's just better to stay away. And during those periods of time when I want to stay away from Twitter, I will share those updates in the Telegram. I consider the Telegram community my main community now. All right, it's a small community that's slowly growing. It's all coming from the NJ show. It's all coming from the NJ community. So I will make sure I update you guys. Now look, again, looking at this chart right here, if we had gotten something like this, right? If we had gotten, again, that's horrible. 1 second. If we had gotten something like this in this area here, I would have been okay with it. I would have said, all right, it makes sense. But look, to me, it looks really good. We've broken market structure here. We've come back. We've retested this support here. Okay, we retested that support right there, and we're holding now. 24k, 24096 to be precise. Is that the area where Bitcoin is going to tank? Well, look, listen, we've got to remove a little bit of the emotion here. Okay, we spent, I think, the better part of 50 days talking about a bear market rally. We spent the better part of around 2-3 weeks trying to understand the breakout of this range. When the breakout of this range happened, we were all calling for 28k. I want you guys to look at this chart for a second and tell me why we aren't going to 28k. I'm not saying we definitely are, but why aren't we? To me, it looks like we are. To me, it looks like we're going to do something like this. And I know that looks horrible, but that's what it looks like we're going to do. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just this is the daily time frame. We've got lower low, higher low, higher low, and now higher low, and now potentially higher low. So what are you guys specifically looking for that's making you bearish in the long term? Of course, we're in a bear market rally. I do appreciate that we're in a bear market rally in the long term. Look, I see the downtrend. I'm not stupid, okay? I can see the downtrend. But similarly, in this area here, which we've spoken about on so many occasions, right? And even right here, look at how aggressive the move up is. It doesn't, the move up has to be really convincing, guys. It has to be really convincing. If we drop from right here, to me personally, there's just not enough participants in the market in order for us to drop here. Now, if we can get that one more push up, maybe into 27, 28k, maybe even 30k, and dare I say it, 35 to 37k, to me, that would get everybody so bullish, so ridiculously bullish, that the thought of new lows would be unfathomable. Okay, and I want you guys to think about that for a second. Let me come back to this camera. I want you guys to think about that for a second, because this is something that, no, I can't do that. It's going to bug out if I do that. Let me just keep the camera like this. This is what I want you guys to think about for a second, all right? In the markets, it's not just a game of candles. It's not just a game of patterns. It's a game of emotions and psychology too. Now, looking at this chart here, and if the chart just drops here, oh my God, we've got a bear flag and, we're going to drop from here, bro. To me, it's not enough. It's simply not enough. We need that big spike. We need everybody to get euphoric. We need everybody to get bullish. All right. And for me right now, I'm not seeing everybody bullish. I'm not seeing everybody euphoric. I'm not seeing the up only tweets, and I'm not seeing the YouTube videos with "I'm already long." Do you get what I'm saying? So we've got to keep it. We've got to keep it in a very logical sense, where we can have thoughts and opinions, where we talk about what we think price is going to do from a technical point of view. And then at the same time, we need to manage our emotions. Now, the reality is, when we're managing our emotions, let's be honest, everybody shat their pants when we got this little pullback. And I want to have a look at the size of this pullback. Was it like a 40% pullback? Did Bitcoin die? Or was it a, let's have a look. So from here to around here, we're looking at less than 10%. less than 10%, and everybody was panicking. Everybody got shaken out. Okay. And even if you look on Twitter, check your favorite influencers, right? Go to your favorite influencers, the ones that have massive followings. And when they tweet bullish stuff, see how many likes and retweets they're getting. And when they're tweeting bearish stuff, see how many likes and retweets they're getting. And I'm serious, it sounds silly. It sounds silly, right? I know that you guys see me as a professional. I come on live, I share my thoughts and ideas. At the same time, I'm going to be real with you guys. As silly as it sounds, go and do it and see what the consensus is, what the sentiment is, you know? It's often be the case that a contrarian view can help you out depending on the conditions of the market. In this particular case, to me, it looks like the market is so bearish. We've sold off so much that any pump gives people PTSD. Any little pump that we get, it shakes people. Okay, this must be the top. Okay, right here on the 8th of July, this must be the top. Okay, on the 20th of July, this must be the top. Okay, Bitcoin is pumping again. Rather than looking for any sort of long scenarios, let's just look for short scenarios. Now, I'm sure a lot of people, I'm very confident that a lot of people would have gone short here at the 24K level. I'm very sure they would have. All right. And what's Bitcoin done? Bitcoin is holding the support, the same support that we marked out around mid-June. So this is the reason that I've not gone into the lower time frames. Okay, the reason I've not gone into the lower time frames is because I'm watching other streams, I'm watching other people speak, and I'm noticing that everybody's going into the 15-minute time frame and forgetting about what we've spoken about over the last 5-6 weeks. Guys, come on, keep your head screwed on, get your head in the game. All right, we've been talking about this range and this breakout and this specific resistance for around 6 weeks now. Okay, if you want to play the 15-minute time frame, all good, all good. Kudos to you, and I respect it too. All right, even if you want to play the 1-minute time frame, the 5-minute time frame, good. I know that you guys want to get better at trading. I really respect it. Okay, at the same time, don't ignore the daily, don't ignore the weekly, don't ignore the monthly. Again, let me show you guys something else. All right, I want to show you guys one more thing that's sort of kept me in this mode. All right, I'm going to remove all my lines, so it's a basic chart. Let's go to the monthly. Okay, guys, we're above the monthly open. Okay, price opened up. Okay, price opened and we made the wick of the month. We not the low of the month. We don't know if the low of the month is in yet, but you know, it's a strategy that I learned from SC very early on. It's not a cut clear strategy. It's just it's a confluential strategy. So you know how sometimes you can use Monday's range, sometimes you can use support and resistance, sometimes you can use ranges itself, sometimes you can use trend lines. One of the styles that you can use is the monthly or weekly or daily opens. Okay, the opening price of that day, of that week, of that month, it can act as strong support or strong resistance depending on where your bias is. Okay, so in this particular instance, when the month of July closed, we were bullish for the month of August. We were calling for bullish prices. We were calling for 28K somewhere up here. We were calling for potentially, sorry, that's 28K there. We were calling for potentially, 30K. All right. Now, price stayed below the monthly open for a number of days. We're now August the 3rd. All right. And now we're back above the monthly open. So if we go into the weekly, is that the same? Oh no, we're back above the weekly open on the weekly as well. I must be going crazy. What about the daily? Oh no, we've got a green candle for the daily today. Oh no, but surely support and resistance. This consolidation here was what capped the market for so long. Oh no, we've tapped support and we're going up. Guys, come on, it's super basic. It's super basic. And I'm not patronizing anyone here. I'm not patronizing. All I'm saying is sometimes it's really okay to be wrong. If you're new to trading, then I promise you, it's really okay to be wrong. I could finish this stream right now and we could get a 30% candle to the downside. It's really okay for me. Okay, I'm okay with being wrong. If right now, take a look at this daily chart. If this daily chart is to break above 24K and start pushing a little bit higher, in hindsight, everybody's going to turn around and think, oh, crap, man, that support was so obvious, and it will kind of potentially be too late to get on board, Not necessarily too late. There's always plans in the lower time frame, but it will kind of be a little bit too late. I mean, you want to be really buying at support as close to your stop loss as possible. There is a famous trader who I used to read about. His name was Bernard Buch, and he said that he said it went one trick in trading, one tip that if he could give one tip to anybody in the world out of all the things that he's understood and mastered in the trading game, one tip that he would give out of everything would be buy as close to your stop loss as possible. Because once you understand the concept of risk, once you say to yourself, all right, blood, below this green box, I'm only going to lose $100. I'm only going to lose $500. I'm only going to lose 1,000. I know I can afford to lose this. Okay. For somebody who's a big player in the game, I know I can afford to lose $1 million. I'm going to put $1 million as my stop loss below this blue box. Okay, for me, it's different. For me, maybe it's $100, maybe it's $10, maybe it's $30, maybe it's $50. It doesn't matter. Your risk is private. It's personal to you. Risk whatever you're comfortable with. If you're learning how to trade right now, your most important feature, your most important goal right now is to make sure you're getting the trade right. That is the most important thing. I promise you, size will come later. Once upon a time, me and Denk, we used to trade 1 hour was £5. I promise you, 1 hour was £5. Okay? And then later on, 1 hour became a bit more. And then it became a little bit more. And then it became a little bit more. There are a few traders that I met in SD's class. You know, back in the day when I used to study there, a few traders I met there, they would put their stop loss even tighter than I've put my stop loss. Okay, they put their stop loss tight, and believe me, I knew them from the beginning when they were risking maybe $100, $200. Bro, sis, by the end of like 2 years, they were risking 16, 17K per hour. So don't worry about your risk. Don't worry about getting stopped out. Don't go all in and go 100x. Focus on getting the move right. Okay, one thing I'll tell you guys as well to help you guys out, and this is something that really, really helped me. Really, really helped me. You know, 2 years ago, I was always worried about missing the move. 3 years ago, I was worried about missing the next move. 4 years ago, I was worried about missing the next move. You know what ended up happening? The market survived. The market kept printing new candles every day. Every 15 minutes, every 5 minutes, the market would print a new candle. When I would go to sleep, somebody was waking up and somebody was trading. When I would take a nap, somebody would wake up from a nap and trade. You get me? So all I'm saying is it's really, really okay to be wrong. Just make sure you're nailing the move. Don't worry too much about the money to be made. Once we exit the bear market, once we start showing signs that we're truly exiting the bear market and we're starting the wave of a new bull market, 2 weeks of that and it will wipe out every single bullish move that you made during the bear market. That's how the bull markets work. Okay? Cryptique says, evening fam, how's Canada? Canada's great, man. The people here are super lovely. Super, super lovely people. I've seen some of your altcoin requests as well, guys. We're going to definitely dive into those. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. That was my little snippet on Bitcoin. I wanted to explain what I see in Bitcoin. So just again, to summarize on Bitcoin, I'm long. I went long exactly in this blue box. I bought sand as well. I bought sand again as well. I can share my entry if you guys want, if that means anything to you guys. It shouldn't mean anything to you guys because you guys are stand-up professionals who are trying to learn in this trading game and you guys are trying to make it. So if you really want, you can DM me and I can show you my sand entry. It wasn't the absolute low, but it was very, very close to the low. Of course, as I said, guys, I'm ready to get stopped out, but really this is my plan, okay? And this is exactly where I went long to. So something like this, okay? This is my plan. There you go. All right. So in terms of a plan, if you guys want to know what I think Bitcoin could potentially do, well, it's very, very simple. Now, excuse me. Okay, stop loss would be there or stop loss would be there. Any sort of deviation we make from here creates the new invalidation. All right. If we've got a new invalidation, we can move our stop loss from here, from below this green box here to here, this sort of support test here. All right. And then we can start looking for higher prices. We've still got this gap here that I want to see filled. I still want to see a proper bear market rally. I think altcoins can give us a bit more before we go to new lows. I really, really believe so. And this is not me being bullish. All right. This is not me being bullish. I am macro bearish. I know that we have every possibility of seeing brand new lows. I know this. At the same time, we play the market for what it gives. We played the range, didn't we? Everything under this green box here, we played it. We played around 5 or 6 moves from there. And I think out of the 6 moves, we only got one wrong. All right. Price has broken above now. And we agreed. We said if price breaks above, we're going to buy. So look, we're buying. I'm buying. I bought. This is not financial advice. I bought. I'm just talking about the charts. This is not financial advice. Okay. I just don't want you guys to get scared. Have conviction in your plan. When SC came on the show, he said that to you guys. He said, have convictions in your plan. All right. So that's my plan. I'm not going to change it. That's my plan. Take a screenshot. I'm not going to give any more scenarios. That's what I think is going to happen. That is the safest probable plan as well. So take a screenshot. And then we're going to move on to ES. We'll have a look at the Nasdaq as well. I'm going to look at some altcoins and then I'm going to have to shoot. I'm really sorry, guys. So hold on. Got some good comments here, man. Akash is paying attention to the charts, man. Akash is paying attention. We're going to chart ES in a moment, Akash. You are paying attention. Oh no, Ali Yunus. Honestly, the new setup is fire. Oh, bro, wallah, I missed my old setup. It's great to see you, Ali, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, everybody's gone quiet. We've got more people in the chat, but everybody's gone quiet. Nobody wants to drop a comment. My alpha is that much, huh? Come on, guys. I missed you guys. Drop me some comments. I really missed you. Chat to me. Argue with me. Swear at me. Say something. Say anything. You know? I'm sure you guys all have the BTC plan there. There's no need to go over ETH because ETH will do what BTC is doing. Okay? Let's have a look at the Nasdaq because... is it the Nasdaq 100? Or is it NAS 100? One second. Is it NAS 100? Bear with me, people. Wait 1 second, right? Give me 1 second, please, if you don't mind. Right? Guys, which one is it? I know it's not NQ. Is it the NQ that I was charting, or is it the NAS 100? Gosh, I really miss home. Like during moments like this, I miss home. Let's have a look at this one to see if this is it. This isn't it, man. This isn't it. I mean, we can plot the same range out here, but this isn't it. Hold on. I don't want to chart it fresh because it took us a while to get that range. Is it this one? Potentially this one? I think it's the NAS 100. It's not NAS 100. Aha, we found it. Amazing. Sorry about that, guys. Okie dokie, artichoke. Right, let me delete this. And again, look, we did have bearish plans. We did. Look. I want you guys to look. We had a bearish plan. We had a bullish plan and we had a bearish plan. We said that if price breaks above this level here, of course we're going to target the mid-range. And if price breaks below this blue box, once it breaks below this bottom range level here, that's when we sell off. Now, we know, okay, from the last stream that we did, we know that Bitcoin was following the Nasdaq. We had some bearish FOMC news, man. We had some bearish FOMC news. I was so annoyed that everybody got bullish when we got this bearish FOMC. I think I told everyone off. I think I came on the stream and I ranted. I was like, what are you guys doing? We had bearish news. Okay? And then market went up. Like, I felt like a fool. All right? But the news is still bearish. And we are probably going to see a consequence of all the news that we've received. Okay? Apparently not right now. So we have to follow with what the market is giving us. And right now, the market is telling us what the market is telling us. Bro, look, the Nasdaq just broke a key resistance level. Look at this range. I want you guys to mark this range out, okay? It's not going to be as good as SC's, right? It's not going to be as good as Denks, but mark this range out. It's not going to be as good as Max even. Mac is doing bits nowadays. His ranges are sick. Follow Crypto Mac if you're not following him. Crypto AM and Crypto Wraith as well. Those guys are really focusing. Let me remove this. Okay, so look at my range levels for Nasdaq. Okay, Nas 100 on Oanda. This is the daily time frame. These are the range levels I've plotted out. Again, you've got resistance, resistance, resistance. Once we break support and once we hold it, voila, we're off. Again, we broke out of this range. We were getting sell-offs across the board. It wasn't just Bitcoin, it was everything. We was getting so much bearish news as well. All right. Once we broke up inside the range, we argued. We said it on this stream. We said, well, you know what? Yeah, the range works until it doesn't, in it, fam. And that's why we created the downside plan. We created that downside scenario because the range works until it don't, fam. Do you see what I'm saying? And now we've again broken key resistance. Guys, look. Right here, support. Deviation, beautiful deviation. Support. Price comes all the way up. It does all of this madness. This was a cycle, guys. This was a Bitcoin cycle, you know? Once we tap here, what do? Support. And the support that it gave us, it pushed us up high. Every time we tap this support, it takes us at least to the mid-range. It does. We tap it here, it goes to the mid-range. Deviate it, goes to the mid-range. Tap it here, not only does it go to the mid-range, it does something else. Tap it here, it goes to the mid-range and beyond. We tap it here, it tries to get close to the mid-range. And now because it probably didn't, there's a little gap here. All right? And price has deviated below. We've cleanly retested the range low. We've come up here now, okay? I know that the news is bearish. I totally get it. But for everybody that went short, their stop loss was going to be here. Younger NJ marked it out. The stop loss was here and they've been stopped. And a consequence of them being stopped out is giving us this beautiful green candle here. So look, is price going to do this? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I don't want price to go up in one go. I want price to do this. I want people to be more scared. And I want price to do something like that. That would be beautiful. And you know what? That's a bullish pattern. We'll see what the news gives us. We'll see what the market gives us later on. But that is a bullish pattern. Okay? Of course, context is always going to destroy patterns. All right? Patterns. I'm not allowed to really talk about patterns the way I talk about patterns. But, you know, I mean, I would get in trouble a little bit in class if we were talking about patterns only. But the patterns is based on the context. The context is Bitcoin's going up. Nasdaq is going up. ES, which we're going to talk about now, it's going up. This whole Nancy Pelosi bollocks, I ignored that. I completely ignored that. Everybody was getting worried about the market, getting worried about the price of $1 trillion of an $8 trillion market because a woman was flying a plane. I don't know. I don't know. I leave you guys for 2-3 days and this is what happens. You know? And again, Dixie, look, Phil brings up Dixie here. Again, let me slap it down for you guys. One second, because I looked at Dixie yesterday, right? And again, I just shook my head. 1 second. I think the problem is everybody is talking about lower time frames. Yeah, look, SC, of course, SC can short Bitcoin. It's fine. I don't mind. SC can short. And I'm okay to be wrong as well. SC has a way more chance of being right than me. He can see so many more things than I can see. All right. And that's why he is who he is. I respect SC a lot. He's my teacher. I learned everything I did from him and XO, right? At the same time, I can only tell you what the chart is telling me. If the charts are telling me this, then I can't lie. If I lie and say, you know what? Yeah, you know what, guys? I just spoke for half an hour, but ignore everything I said because SC went short. I'm going short. That would be doing a disjustice to SC. SC tells me always stick to my plan. Always focus on my plan. This is what I'm doing. I have to do it. Let's quickly look at Dixie before we look at S&P, right? Because from what I'm seeing on Dixie, again, this is the daily time frame. This is good. Let's zoom out a little bit on the daily time frame. I'm seeing that we tapped resistance on Dixie. In fact, let's go to the weekly, right, to give you guys some context. All right. So for Dixie, right, this is the dollar index. I would argue that this is a pretty decent range. I would really argue that I got my range right. Okay? Now, we've had a pump recently, haven't we? So let's zoom into this area of consolidation here to see whether I'm right or wrong in terms of if this range looks right. So this mid-range, we're seeing a lot of volatility on this mid-range. If this was a 5-minute chart, you would love this mid-range. Okay? And voila, as soon as we get above, we hold this box and we push up. But we've tapped resistance now. Everybody's talking to me about 114. I can see 114. I can see 114 right here. It's the mid-range between the range high and the 75%. I get it. I can see it. Khair, like it's all good. I see it. Good. Very good. Good for you. I see it. But what about this resistance that we just hit now at 108? Are we just going to ignore that for no reason? Okay, and if we've hit resistance, did we do anything on this resistance? Did we just sell off on this resistance, or are we breaking down? Does it look like a breakdown? Okay, with the dollar, it's very, very simple for this breakdown. I'm looking at this area right here for the dollar. All right, this is the area I'm looking at for the dollar. Now, price broke below. We didn't take out this low here, so we're not. It doesn't class as a breakdown yet. Okay, so let me mark out this like this here. What price needs to do for me is it needs to get below. It needs to get below the daily open, get below this area here. Okay, let me mark out this line as well. Needs to get below this area here, and then I'm expecting something like this. Now, that's okay if that doesn't happen. That's okay if that doesn't happen, because right now, even with the dollar pumping, the S&P is strong. Let's go to Oanda. Look how strong the S&P is. Lads, look, girls, guys, look, seriously. You see this trend line that we marked out here? We were talking about this trend line for like 2 weeks. And then now everybody's saying, yeah, but this brother went short and that brother went short, and you know what, the market don't look good, and Nancy's flying to Spain or Mexico or Jamaica. I have to short the. Come on, guys, man. Come on. I can't leave you guys for 2 days and this is how you act. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out in the comments. Asgard, what's up, man? Good to see you, my bro. Good to see you. Congrats on your show that you did with Denk. Fantastic show. Really, really good. It takes a lot of courage to come live and speak to hundreds of people. It does take a lot of courage. So well done, mate. That was a really good thing that you did. Titan, what are you saying, Titan? Titan says, are you a goat? Oh, a bull or a bear? Are you a bull or a bear in the next week or two? What's your expectations? Well, bro, look, I'm telling you what the situation is. Bitcoin tap support, NQ's going up, SPX is going up. I said I was buying support. Now, Titan, the question I've got for you is, are you following the In It for the Tech Telegram channel? It's the first link in the description below. If you're following the In It for the Tech Telegram channel, I updated you guys exactly when support hit. So when support hit, I said, look, I'm going in aggressive. This is the reason I'm behaving aggressively. The invalidation is clear to me. So I bought yesterday. Okay? I bought yesterday. That's what I did. And I'm happy to be wrong. I'm more than happy to be wrong. It's okay. It's part of the game. If I was right on every single trade, trust me, there'd be 5 million people on this chat, not 50. Okay? Give me a smash on the likes if you can, guys. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. I appreciate all of you guys in the chat. So look, SPX, bro, it's pretty simple. It's pretty clean. This is the weekly time frame, you know. This is a trend that broke out on the weekly time frame. We're now at the mid-range. This is why everybody's getting worried, because we're at the mid-range. But look at this swing high that we have here. You know, on the higher time frames, these patterns, they play out a lot better. This swing high that we have here is a clean swing high. You know, when you're learning like ICT, I think it is, when you're learning ICT and price action and all these other trading guys, they're going to teach you swing high, swing low. All right, swing highs. We've got a swing high here, one swing high here. And what happened when we got this swing high? Boom, massive sell-off. Now we've got another swing high here. What happened? Massive sell-off. But now what are we doing? If we take out this swing high, do you know how many people are going to get stopped out? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will get stopped out. This looks like a big FU to me. All right? And I don't agree with it. I don't think that the market should be going up. I don't agree that, you know, we're getting negative and bearish news and market is going up. I don't agree with it. At the same time, I know I've seen this before. Let me divert you. Go on your own TradingView charts. Go on TradingView, go to BTC USD. Go to 2018. Look at January 2018 and look how we dumped. Compare it to how we're dumping now. The way that you guys feel, the way that I feel, the way that the rest of the market feels, everybody felt like that in 2018. Now, look what happened in April 2018. And I don't just want you guys to look at Bitcoin in 2018. I want you guys to look at what altcoins did in 2018. We can be in a bear market. We can be in a macro bear market. We can. And in order for us to make new lows, we can't just keep making new lows. We can't just go down in one go. You can't short every single day and suddenly new lows. MashaAllah, new lows. It doesn't work like that. You have to go up first. You see that swing high here on SPX? the swing high that we're nearing right now at the mid-range, if we take out liquidity from that, then we get back below the mid-range. Now I can say, okay, you know what? Now we've got some fuel to go lower. Trading is a game of stops. If you think about it, if you go to the playground and you go to school, right? I used to play this game called It. So I'd touch my friend and I'd be like, you're it. And then I'd run away. And then my friend would try and touch me, or I think you guys in America call it tag. All right? We call it it. It's the same thing in trading. Look at the stops. When you're looking at a chart, you're marking out your ranges, you're marking out your scenarios. Look, where are the stops resting? Because that's where I'm going to tag you next. All right? And that, a lot of people, I'm telling you, I know a few guys who actually made it off trading just from that. Like, they're not millionaires, but they trade and they trade profitably. They're at home. They pay for everything that they do through trading. They can eat whatever they want. They can chill however they want. They don't have to do a 9 to 5. They're at home. They're trading and they're living okay because they focused on this liquidity game. Wallah, I promise you, there's so many ways that you can smash trading. So many ways that you can do it. You know, and my way is not the only way. SC's way is not the only way. XO's way is not the only way. Deng's way is not the only way. All very similar, not the only way. You can get people that do Elliott waves and them man over there. Like, I don't understand that very much. I don't really agree with it, but they can be profitable too. And I respect them. And you know what I respect about them? I respect the fact that they know it's okay to be wrong. You get me? So if market is giving you a setup, you're looking at the rest of the board. We've looked at BTC, we've looked at SPX, we've looked at Nasdaq. We're going to look at some altcoins in a minute for the next sort of 20 minutes before I shoot. Everything's pointing upwards, but you're saying you want to go short because you saw a Twitter post that's saying go short. Bro, come on. Come on. All right. So anyway, let's move on to some alts. We looked at Dixie as well. Dixie tapped resistance and went lower. Okay, cool. We are still below resistance until it breaks resistance. You know what I'm saying? For S&P right now, of course, I'm not going to go long exactly right now because we're at the mid-range. But this is the mid-range on the weekly. Don't think that this little gap here between here and the swing high is big. It's small, sorry. It's big. It's massive. That's the weekly time frame. If I go into the 15-minute time frame that you guys love, I know that you lot can't live without your 15-minute time frames. Yeah, if I go on the 15-minute time frame, bro, the swing high is up here somewhere. That's 100 handles away. You know what I'm saying? 100 handles right now. That's a lot for Bitcoin. That's a lot. And there's nothing to argue. There's nothing to insinuate that we're not going to break above the mid-range and then we're going to hold for another leg up before we do something like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the next bear like the next bear rally will be, but I can tell you what's going on now. I can see the chart is talking to me now. I can see what I'm saying now. So anyway, that is my thoughts on Bitcoin and Ethereum and SPX and Dixie and Nasdaq. I'm just saying what the market is showing, okay? I went long yesterday. I'm okay if I'm wrong. Asgard says, did you look at the VIX, bruv? People are shorting it too much. Bro, the VIX, yeah, this is what I don't understand about the VIX. You know the VIX, you know why everybody's looking at the VIX now? Everybody's looking at the VIX because everybody thinks that they're Trader XO. Trader XO is somebody who spends hours and hours and hours studying this shit. He's not like us. Okay, he doesn't do 5 or 6 hours and then watches a couple of YouTube videos and moves on. No. Trader XO is a phenomenon. He's a bit like SC in his own way. You know how SC is a phenomenon? XO is also the same way. XO looks at the VIX and he uses it as a confluential tool. It's just to signify the volatility in the S&P. It doesn't mean anything bigger than that. Bro, you want to trade up and down on the volatility of the S&P? Just trade the S&P. I don't understand. Just trade the S&P. You know, I'm just trading normal altcoins and Bitcoin. Like, why? I can understand what the VIX is. I can mark out the ranges and everything. My entry on Sand, yeah, let me look at my phone. I'll tell you my entry on Sand. Hold on. I'll tell you where I got in on Sand because I cut it at like 140 something and then I got back in. So how do you do this? You go to history, right? So I had 2 bids for Sand. I had one at 116 and I had one at 125 and I got filled at 125. And I got filled big on 125. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Khair, I don't mind. If that's the whole point of trading. If I'm wrong, I'm okay to be wrong. All right. I got filled on 125 and the low as it stands right now was 122. And I was asleep when that happened. So who cares? You know what I mean? So, all right, let's have a look at some altcoins because I've got to go. I've got to go. It is 1:10 p.m. I want to shoot in the next couple minutes. All right. So, what altcoins are we looking at today? We are looking at Solana, Matic, OP, Solana, Matic. But you lot just love Solana and Matic and SNX. Oh, look at this lovely comment here from this guy, Nick. Why are you making me blush on stream, bro? Why are you making me blush on stream? Amazing. My in real life bro has been trading. Let's have a look at this comment. My in real life bro has been trading options for some time now. I learned from him also, not just XO and other Twitter traders, but BTC is beta to S&P. Yeah, Asgard, bro, look, I definitely wasn't insinuating anything. I wasn't insinuating anything. All right. What I was insinuating was a majority of the people. All right. This volatility index, I mean it. I mean it. I did not see this anywhere on Twitter. I saw XO talk about it twice on his YouTube, and I can even go find the videos. Suddenly, everyone's talking about it. All right. I just want to keep it real in the sense that it's just a volatility index. That's it. It's just you're longing and shorting the volatility of the S&P. It doesn't mean any more than that. You use it as a confluential tool, but you use it as confluence, not as a primary resource. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Otherwise, if you're going to take confluential tools and use it as your primary resource, then what's going to happen is you're never going to be able to long and short. Your price will be at support. And when price is at support, you're not going to be able to buy it because you're going to be looking at so many different confluential tools and you want, whoa, Trader XO, Trader XO in the house. How's it going, big bro? I hope you're doing good. It's really sad that you joined so late, man. I'm going to be shooting off very, very soon. I'm going to be shooting off. I miss you though, bro. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. And everybody say hello to Trader XO, somebody that teaches all of us in his own way. Say hello to Trader XO. Show some nice comments while I check out some of these altcoin requests. I'm going to do 3 or 4 altcoin requests and then I'm going to shoot. All right. Now, some of these charts I've already got up, which is good. Solana and Matic, I've already got those charts. So we'll start up with Solana and Matic, okay? Because I've got those charts. We'll have a look to see what's happened. We'll have a look to see what we might think might happen next. And Trader XO is in the chat, man. Trader XO is in the chat. Really good to have you here, man. Really good to have you here. Hope we get to see you on the show soon, bro. I hope we get to see you on the show soon. Okay, so Matic USDT. Let's have a look. All right. So again, right? I'm gonna move this chart. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna talk to you guys, and then we're gonna look at the chart. Okay. Now, once again, for me, it's all good that you're looking to short, you're looking to long, you're looking to short. But once again, I've seen it on Matic as well now, right? We made a plan for Matic. We made a plan many days ago, 3, 4, 5 days ago. We made a higher time frame plan. We broke everything down. Okay. The consensus behind the higher time frame plan, which we all agreed on, that's why I love to use the word consensus. Yeah. We all agreed that if it follows the plan, we would be willing to put our balls on the table. We're not scared. We're not afraid. Okay, it's not financial advice. Paper trade it. Paper trade it. Get it wrong if you paper trade it. No problem. You paper trade it, you get it wrong, you put it in your journal, it's okay. Don't follow people on Twitter who are saying, yeah, dickhead, bro, you got it wrong. If somebody says you got it wrong and they're focused on you getting it wrong, they're not the right kind of friend to have. They're not the right kind of mentor. They're not the right kind of colleague that you want as you grow up in trading. Look, XO's in the chat here. XO has never once called me to say, you're a fool, you got it wrong. XO, if I get something wrong, XO will call me and say, all right, NJ, let's take 15 minutes. Let's understand what happened here. SC will send me a link to a Zoom stream or to a go-to meeting, and he'll say, all right, let's talk about where you went wrong here. And we'll talk about it. I'll argue my points. I'll give my thesis. And he'll say, okay, respectable, but this is what you missed. All right. Now we're going to look at Matic. Okay. Let's look at Matic. And I'm going to show you that we made a plan. All right. And everybody on Twitter now is getting confused. Now, I didn't take this. I took sand because I'm flying, I'm traveling, etc., etc., etc. I don't want to I don't want to take too many trades. I don't have my desk and stuff. I don't feel comfortable. If I can make a bit of money on sand, I'll make a bit of money on sand. All right. So this was our plan. Look at the squiggly that we've got here and look at the target that we have here. This was the plan. We said that if price breaks above this area here, this trend line here, we have two scenarios. Number one, price comes into this blue box here. Once we break above and we hold, there we go. We've got our invalidation is clear. We can start pushing up. Number two, if price holds this area here, we can even go in with an aggressive move with our stop below this blue box here. Aggressive. We can keep it aggressive. There's nothing wrong with trading aggressively. Just be prepared to be wrong. Be prepared to understand the probability of being wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. All right? That's what I'm going to stress out a lot on my streams now, that it's okay to be wrong. Everybody's desperate to be right as if they've all got 10 inches when we all know that you guys are all fat nerds like me sitting behind a computer trying to master trading. Just being straight with you guys. Nothing wrong with being wrong. So look, this was the plan that we had. You tell me. What do we think is happening here? To me, it looks like we've bounced off support. We are near resistance. We are trying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times on the daily, we're trying to break this area here. The market has given us so many bearish signs, and yet the market continues to go up. If price follows this plan right here, if price breaks above 95 cents and it holds, and the market is still continuing to give us bearish news, but the rest of the market is going up, bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to trade it. I'm going to trade it because if I'm wrong, it's okay. I've got a stop loss. I've got an invalidation. I've got an area which I know that, look, I'm going to get stopped out here. I'm going to lose a couple, whatever dollars I've risked. And then I'll step back, reassess. And if I'm right, I'm right, bro. I made some money. You know what I'm saying? Look at it in any way that you want. If you want to invert it, all right? If you want to start talking about downtrends, then what are we in right now when we invert it? Why can't this right here be a higher low? We got low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Now we're higher low. Swing. It's a swing as well. You can see it's pivoting. Why not? Okay? Why not? I'm just saying, it's a trade plan. It's clear. You've got even if you went long here, you can put your stop below this blue box here. You can have your hard stop right here, hard stop, which I wouldn't really do. It's not good R&R. I would keep my stop underneath the box. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Some people are so aggressive, they even keep their stop above the swing high here. So this is my thoughts on Matic. For me, I'm seeing potential to continue this bear wave. I'm seeing the potential. If price does this, I shit you not, by the time price fulfills this move, people will be wanting to get on board and it will be too late to get on board. Okay? You got to remember that in hindsight, everything always looks easy. What I've drawn out here, by the time that you manage to get on board, by the time it fulfills your plan, in hindsight, of course, it's easy in hindsight. You know? So anyway, this is my thoughts on Matic. I'm happy to be wrong. I'm more than happy to be wrong. Anyway, as Trader XO says, he says it here, Twitter, good for shit posting. That's all. Trade in the shadows. So look, guys, you're following me on YouTube. I take YouTube a lot more seriously than I take Twitter. I take Telegram a lot more seriously as well. I like Twitter. Twitter's a great place to be. I made so many friends from Twitter. But, you know, if you're not following SC, XO, and myself on YouTube, then you're missing out because a lot of our most serious setups and our more serious plays, they come on YouTube, okay? A lot of research and a lot of thought and a lot of preparation goes into these YouTube videos that we make for you guys. And it's not just me. I'm speaking on behalf of SC and XO as well. So make sure that you guys follow those guys on YouTube. Make sure you guys are tuning into the live streams. Make sure you're paying attention because me personally, I watch XO's live streams back. I tune into around 70% of SC's streams. Okay, SC has a lot more streams. That's why. And he talks about a wide variety of markets, all in different segments. But for XO's stream, I always tune in and I always listen. I like to hear his thoughts on Bitcoin. Not because I want to copy, but because I want to see how different they are with mine. Okay? And what I'm missing. Maybe XO has seen something that I'm missing. Maybe SC has seen something that I'm missing, something that I can add to my thesis, to my thoughts, to my breakdown. At the end of the day, for the 50 people that are here, all we're doing is we're just trying to understand the story of price. We all want to understand the story of price. The dream scenario is for us to all understand the story of price. We can all trade price and we can all win and make money. That's the dream scenario. We know that's never going to happen. We know that's never going to happen. So we're all here trying to understand, what is price doing? What's the story behind price? What can price do next? Etc. 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 So that's Matic. Okay, that's Matic. I'm going to again inverse the chart so you guys can see. Oh, this is the wrong chart. One second. Let me come back here. That's Matic. I know you guys asked for Solana as well. So that's Matic. Let me just invert the chart. This is what I think is going to happen. Generally, I think it's high probability. I think it's already following the first part of my plan to a T. I think if it breaks above 95 cents and holds, the next target for me is going to be 120, $1.20. Why $1.20? You can see for yourself here. Resistance, resistance, support, deviation. Once we deviate it, look at the wave that we get when we deviate. A lot of times, you know, when you're looking at deviations, look at the move that happens after the deviation. Don't just look at a deviation of a level and think, yeah, deviation. Look to see what the power of the move happened after the deviation. So you see, if I look at this deviation here, I don't really care about this deviation here. This deviation here isn't a deviation. It's the up move that sent the market lower. The real deviation is the one here. This is the real distribution area right here, because this distribution, this deviation, this is the one that sent the market to new lows. Okay? So that's something again. This deviation here, why have I circled it? Why am I looking at it as a liquidity point? Because this area here, this distribution right here, a deviation of this key level was what sent the market to new lows. Again, the same thing right here. This was a lower high that sent the market to new lows. So if we're going to now reverse and we're going to make a bear market rally, I don't know how high this thing can go. This thing can go all the way to $2 if it wants to. I don't mind how high it wants to go. I'll play it level to level until I see signs that price wants to break down and we can continue the bear market. Fine. We'll do it that way. So that is Matic, okay? That's on the 4 hour. That's a fair enough time frame. There you go. Print screen Matic. I'm going to move on to Solana. All right. Yes, we'll do AVAX as well. Don't worry. Make sure you guys are liking the video. You know, I can't see the YouTube link because I've only got one screen today. I haven't got like 3 screens. So make sure you lot are liking the video. I swear, if I go to the video and it's like 20 likes, bro, in Canada, I'm dying. I'm dying of jet lag and I'm coming live for you, man. Okay, so what's going on with Solana? So I've got 2 charts for Solana. I've got 2 charts. This is the higher time frame chart for Solana, and then we've got a lower time frame chart as well. So this is the higher time frame chart. Okay, it looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same as sand. So this is not going to be really helpful. Again, where would your invalidation be? Your invalidation would be here, right? The low that was made on the 26th of July. Now, the problem with the low that was made on the 26th of July is everything that happened after the 26th of July made it difficult to trade Solana because your targets are close and your stop loss is so far away. Now, market gave you that pullback. Market gave you a pullback into $37, all right? And the stop loss is here at $35. The question is, like Bernard says, buy as close as you can to your stop loss. Did you guys buy? You know, did you guys buy? Really and truly, it was, I think it was this low really that people were going to look for. This low right here. I reckon it would have been this low that people would have wanted to buy with a stop loss around here. But that's not what we got. So for Solana, again, let's go to the other Solana chart because this chart is better here. I'm going to remove these drawings because, like I said, we made these plans, you know, we made these plans on higher time frames. So a day or two goes, it's not a big deal if a day or two goes. Like, it's fine. We can still follow the same plan. You can't change your bias every day when you're looking at the daily or weekly time frame. Bro, I promise you, some people looking at the weekly time frame and they're changing their bias like on the daily. Like, they'll go on the 1 hour after making a chart on the weekly and say, yeah, I changed my bias. So look, again, with Solana, what am I seeing? I'm seeing higher lows and higher highs. Okay, look, we've got a higher low here. We've made a high here. We've made a higher low. Now we're back below the mid-range. That's bearish, right? That's bearish. I'm not going to short this. I'm not shorting this. No way. I'm not shorting this. I'm not shorting this because it's still maintaining structure. If it breaks below this level here, if it breaks below $25, that's when I'll be looking to aggressively short this back to new lows. And I don't mind missing the mid-range to the 25% because at the end of the day, anybody who shorts it here, price might follow this structure and basically do this. So if you short it, you get stopped and you're wrong, no problem. I prefer to just make money when I'm more certain. Okay. Now we've got resistance here. We've got resistance here. This was a deviation, and now this was a deviation too. But I want to ask you, what is the rest of the market doing? What's Bitcoin doing right now? What's Nasdaq doing right now? What's the S&P doing right now? Now is not the exact area to long. The area to long was last night. Last night when we were at support, that was the area to long. Now, I personally took that. Anybody who was in my Telegram, I don't know. Maybe some people took it. Maybe some people didn't. I don't know. But now is not the area to long. If we can break above, so if we highlight this area here, if we can break above and show some bullish price action, and again, this might not happen today. This might not happen tomorrow. It might take a few days for this to unfold, then we can target the 75%. And then if we're lucky, maybe we can get this, we can get the $70. I don't know if we'll get as high as this. This area looks like a massive, massive area to me. The market was very indecisive here. This was like a good distribution zone before we really sold off. And again, once we distributed here, we did sell off quite badly. So maybe, I can target $50. I'm not sure about higher than that. But for now, $50, all right? I'm targeting $50. We need to break above this $41 level. We need to hold it, and then I can target $50. I'm not going to short it here, and I've got reasons why I won't short it. I'll short it lower. I've got no problems with shorting it lower. At the end of the day, it's about making money. It's not about it's not about always getting it right. I want to make some money. All right. Hassan says 40 likes or 37 likes in the YouTube link. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes. I'd like to get over 100 likes when I do my streams. I know I've been away over the last couple of days. I know it's not been great, but if you can support me, that would be great. All right. So let's have a look at some of these comments. La 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 la. So we've done Matic, we've done Solana. Let me see if I can do one or two more. I'll do AVAX for you, Lucas. I'll do AVAX for you. And I can see conversations going on in the chat regarding OP. So we'll look at OV as well. All right. Let's have a look at AVAX. Let's talk about AVAX. Let's talk about AVAX, man. You want to talking about AVAX? Right. So what is, oh my God, look, guys, I don't know what you want from me, man. I don't know what you want from me. This is my higher time frame AVAX. This is not my range AVAX. This is my higher time frame. I don't know. You tell me. What are you guys seeing from this? It looks the same as Matic to me. And we even wanted price to do this. Look at the magic squiggly. You tell me. I'm just going to sit here for a second while you lot pay attention to that. You tell me. I think that's not really that clean. Hold on. There. That's good. I like that. There. You tell me, guys. You tell me. Screenshot AVAX. Oh, crap. I was on the wrong chart. My bad. 1 sec. That was embarrassing. There. You tell me. Can you guys see it now? I'm hoping you guys can see it now. You tell me. We spoke about this on the stream. On the stream the other day. All right. I'm sorry. The comments come in as soon as I make a mistake. I tell you guys, I miss you guys, and I don't get no comments. I make a mistake on the screen. Everybody's commenting. Yes. All right. We'll do SNX as well. No. The screen is AVAX now. I can see it on my app. The screen is AVAX. You guys, I swear. We said we wanted to pull back into $20, right? We didn't get that. We got $22. We got $21.50. All right. I bought anything in this blue box. I was buying. I was scaling in. I think I told you guys as well my sand. I told you guys what my sand entry was. There we go. Look at Ferp over here. I missed you too, bro. I missed you as well, bro. Like the video, man. Subscribe to the Telegram channel. Links in the description below. Why are you not subscribing? I miss you too. You know what I'm saying? So look, I can only play what the market. I can only play what the market is giving me. This is all I can say. This is all I can do. I'm not going to be the best trader. I'm not going to always get it right. I'm not here to beg it. Yeah. I'm not here to like force it and make it right. I'm here to give you my ideas, my thoughts, my analysis. All right. And this is what I'm seeing. So like if we break down from here, break below the blue box, break below $20, we'll flip short. I'll update you guys in the Telegram channel. I'll say tomorrow when I come live on YouTube, I'll say, all right, guys, what's happened? The market broke down. Okay, now we need to step back and reassess. We need to break everything down. We're back below the monthly open, the weekly open. We're back below these crucial levels. This is what we need to do now. This is where our focus is. The market is forever evolving. Me and you, we go to sleep. Me and you, we have bathroom breaks. Me and you, we have cigarette breaks. Me and you, we go and see our friends. We go and see our family. But the market doesn't stop. The market continues. It never stops. All right? So it evolves far quicker than we will ever evolve. All right? So just keep that in mind. All right? These are plans. We follow the plans. Wrong? Fine. We're right. Okay, great. Don't gloat. Don't start putting other people down because you're right. Don't be a dick. If you're right, screenshot, journal. Why was I right? Okay, I was right because I noticed key areas here. I noticed key areas there. I marked out this consolidation. And when price tapped this support, I decided it was a safe bet. I decided this is what I'm going to do. You take all of that, you put it in a journal, you put it in your Discord, you put it in your Telegram saved messages, and you can review it later on. Maybe you're taking a new trade. You're taking a new trade maybe, and you're like, you know what? What did I do with this other trade that went right? Maybe I can apply it to this trade. Does it apply? Does it fit? Does it work? Or can I use it as confluence maybe? All right. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. So what did you lot want next? So I did AVAX, I done Matic, I done Solana. I think you lot were saying SNX. I'm doing SNX and OP and that's it. Yeah? Poor SNX, crikey. Jeez Louise, when did we mark this out? This was from a couple of streams ago. I didn't take this. But we nailed it. Lol, we nailed it. There were two scenarios. I think price must have been at this mid-range here. Price was at this mid-range, and that's why. Okay, cool. So with SNX, let's just have a look, okay? I just want to make sure. I need to zoom out and see that young NJ didn't do anything stupid. So I can see why I've marked out this monthly low. I can see why I've marked out this low here. Okay, right. So this is a reclaim. Okay, all right. Well done, young NJ. Well done, well done, well done. Okay, so this orange line that I've marked out here, this is monthly support. Okay, on the weekly, it looks clearer on the weekly. This is weekly and monthly support. Okay, now if you look, I also marked out a black level here, black line right here, which was cleaner before, but I'm sure I refined it on the weekly. So really a lot of this is happening on the weekly. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, we've got this level here, which is monthly support, the orange line. Big up Naruto. And we've got a reclaim. We've got an over-under pattern. So we've got a low that forms here, a deviation, reclaim above this low, hold this low, break above the monthly level, and voila, we got the reaction. Now, we were here, I think, when we charted this. We were at around $3.30 when we were looking to chart this. And that's why it was difficult. That's why I was marking out the multiple scenarios. And that's why the chart is not so extended. So let's extend these lines because they work. They're macro levels, right? Okay, now again, with SNX, it's going to be very difficult. A lot of the move has already been played out. We need to really go into the lower time frames now to kind of get a clearer idea of where price might go next. Maybe we can mark out $5. Yeah, maybe we can do that. So if I look at here, there we go. Okay, so let's. Do you see why I've done that, guys? Support, deviation, support, break below, resistance here, sell off, break above, support, push up. This is a very key level, all right? I should have marked this out before. Naughty NJ, you should have marked that out before, bro. What are you doing, fam? Okay, cool. So it's pretty simple for SNX, all right? This was the consolidation. Okay, I know it was a range. We traded the range. We're out of the range now. So this was the consolidation. Okay, we've retested that consolidation and we started pushing up. Now, if we can retest it one more time, great. I don't think we will, but if we can do something like this, then great. Then we can start potentially pushing up to here, break above here and hold, and then we can push up to here. Okay, that's the max I would go for SNX for now. Now, if we break above this level above here, that's a different game. We'll need to do a whole stream on that, okay? Because a lot of other altcoins would be doing that as well. We'd need a whole other stream for that, okay? But that's my target for now. Otherwise, what I think might probably happen is we break above here, we hold, and then we push up to here. So again, we're going to be playing it from pretty much $4.40 to around $5. All right, which is not a lot, but we've got to play the safer scenario. This was the consolidation. If you were following me in the Telegram, you would have known to buy here at $3.35 because that's where I told you guys I was buying. And look, if we look at the lower time frame, I suppose we could make a trade. I suppose we could. I don't want to force it, but I suppose we could. All right. Again, I don't like this. I want this to be maybe here. All right, look, do you know what, right? You could potentially even do this. So this area here, this level that I've marked out here is the mid-range between here and here. And also this is the mid-range between here and here, which kind of makes it beautiful. So maybe if we do something like this, okay? If you want the lower time frame plans, then this is your invalidation no matter what. No matter what, that's your invalidation. So maybe if we can break below here like this, and then we can come back above and hold. Maybe we could target 1 here and then target 2 here. Okay, that's the aggressive play. That's the I'm staying at home today. I'm staying at home for the next couple of days. I'm going to monitor this. I'm not really going to go out. I'm not going to be at some random club and X, Y, and Z. So here's your plan for SNX. Take a screenshot here. The X is the invalidation. These are the 2 plans I'm looking for. All right. All good? Are we all good? Everyone went quiet again. Yes, Asgard, no worries, bro. We're gonna chart OP. No problem, no problem. Porque we're going to chart OP for you. Every time you ask me OP, I say to you, okay, we're gonna chart OP. You ask again. Right. Let's go to OP, right? We're gonna do the charting for OP. Then I'm going to have to go because I can't stay longer, right? I have big busy day. I have busy day today, you know, right? Canada, very late in Canada, my friend. We do charting for OP right now. OP USDT. All right, lads. Crikey, let's look at OP. Fucking hell, that's quite a bit of a move, isn't it? All right, let's go to the monthly time frame and let's see what's going on here. Oh my gosh. No. Hubi maybe? Nope. Nope. Bitcoin. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, so look, for OP, we're going to kick off a little breakdown on OP, but I must say already, oh, I'm sorry, Marius. I'm really sorry, mate. I'm really, really, really sorry. I tell you what, Marius, I will remember, and tomorrow I will chart ETC for you. All right. As soon as we come live, we'll do the Bitcoin, we'll do the X, Y, and Z, and then we'll chart OP. We'll chart ETC. All right. So, legends, if you're in the chat as well, remember that Marius has asked for ETC. So tomorrow I will expect all of you guys to support your community member, Marius, and we'll push for ETC tomorrow. Okay, let's finish up with OP. I will love you and leave you guys, and then we'll move on. I do want to say though that OP to me, a lot of it is done. This is because of the merge. This is because of the Ethereum merge. You know, that's why this thing is pumping like crazy. So I want you guys to be very, very careful with that. A lot of it has done. There are so many alts that haven't moved yet that are showing bullish price action that yeah, man, this is nuts. This is wild. Looks like some bull market chart, man. I bet this is a range, you know. I bet this is a range. I bet I'm marking out all these levels. And look at this. Look how clean this is. I bet this is a range. Watch this. So if I take it from here. Okay, not quite. Maybe from here. Oh, I like this. This lines up pretty cleanly. Just give me a second. I want to think it through. I want to think it through. Because it needs to show. We need to see that we are at resistance. Let me look at this on the daily time frame. And bear with me, all right? I know this is... God, this looks so bullish. That's mad. But yeah, we are at resistance. Guys, you know what I was talking about with SNX? You see, the same thing happened with OP. See this right here? You see? This is the mid-range right here. This is the mid-range between this and this, all right? And then price sort of deviated a tiny bit, got back above, and you could play it there. So there would be your stop loss. It's exact same as SNX. So compare it. So go back to what I was saying about SNX and look at what I'm saying now about OP. So with OP, look, I mean, this mid-range is, for me, it's true. Okay. Reality is the mid-range would be this one here. This 25% is where you're getting the most information. Okay. So we have to take that into consideration. This 25% is where we expect the biggest reaction, and we did get the biggest reaction. Now, the only way I can see myself playing it is we have to get above. We have to do something like this, okay? So number one, if we did get above and we did that, it would be too difficult to play OP. It wouldn't be a good setup for me. What we need an invalidation. Okay? Now the problem with OP is that the only invalidation that we have at the moment is here. And this price falls in at $1.36. Now, price is currently at $1.90, so we can't use $1.36 as an invalidation. We need a new invalidation, okay? Now, what we need to do is we need some sort of pullback on this thing. Even if we do something like this, even if it breaks above and breaks below the mid-range, anything that it does here is fine. As long as we break above the mid-range again and we hold, we can tighten this invalidation. We can't put a stop loss here. We're not going to make no money, bro. We need an invalidation higher. So even if price wants to come as low as here, it really doesn't matter how low it goes. It can do something like this. Hey, what's happened there? 1 second. Sorry, guys. Even if price wants to do something like this, okay? Then we know we've got much cleaner invalidation, because right now we're at resistance. It lines up with the higher time frame levels that I've marked out. We're at the mid-range. We know that the rest of the market is going up. We know that market bounced off support. Some people are shorting it, some people are longing it, but this is the best that we can do with OP at the moment. We have to stay realistic, okay? Does everybody understand that? We need invalidation. So whenever you're trading anyway, you're going to need invalidation no matter what. You're going to need an invalidation, all right? And right now we haven't got that with OP. We do have one, but we're not going to make no money from it. So we need to create invalidation. Whether it's below the mid-range, whether it's above the mid-range, we have to wait and see. I think personally, as bullish as this chart looks, I think there are better trades. So I tell you what, Asgard was the one who called it out. So if Asgard, you've played this already from the lows, then you're good, because you're probably compounding your stops. You're probably lifting up your stops every time price goes up. But if you're a new trader to this, if you're somebody that's going into this new, then again, I wouldn't really advise that you take this trade now. There are a lot of altcoins. We're not ready to long it yet. The long happened yesterday. We've got some plans, and I've covered my thoughts. I am really sorry. I have to go now, guys. I wish I could stay for another hour. I really would love to. And I can't wait till I'm back in London so we can continue smashing these markets together. I'm going to love you and leave you from here. You've got the plans. You know what to do. You can review the video. You can see how I broke it down. I know I wasn't as clear and consistent as I usually am. But and also make sure you like the video. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribing to the channel, because we are so close to 3,000 subscribers, and for some reason we just can't break it. We just can't get there. So we're about 150 subscribers away. So if you guys can share the video, share the channel, like the video to help us get the algorithms going. Make sure you're tuning into the Telegram, which is the first link in the description below. I love you guys a lot. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the NJ Show. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Cheers.